Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through the one thing that I see top candidates do or don't do that prevents them from landing their overseas jobs and landing those roles that will help them gain their immigration status and fulfill their immigration dreams. Now, this is not going to be a very how-to video or a practical video in terms of how to do things on LinkedIn or on your CV. It's a little bit more what sits behind it, also what sits below the surface. When I talk about how to land a job overseas and how online applications keep you visible, you would have seen in other videos I talk about a lot about visibility and value. These are the only two, we can call them problems or obstacles you must solve to be able to land your job overseas. In today's job market, online applications just don't work anymore. Now, if you want to learn more about how to do this also, below this video I've left a link for you to my free 7-day career positioning course, which talks about how to create the visibility and the value. If you want it, you can grab it there. Now, what I see most candidates do or don't do is that they tend to hide behind their resumes or their CVs and online job applications. It's sort of like this safe place where we can send hundreds of online applications, but we never have to really engage with someone on the other side. And it's that kind of safe space that sometimes is also to your detriment, and it is the thing that keeps you invisible. And not willing to step out of that space is sometimes the only thing that holds you back. And the only thing that you need to do is literally step out of behind that CV, behind from hiding into a place where you are being seen. This is what this video is about. It is about being seen and the things that go with it below the surface that sometimes prevent people from wanting to do this, and of course is holding them back. Now, in the Elite Career Mentor program, I work with candidates through a 3-step method. The one is to research who they're targeting. The second step is to create that value profile. And the third step is to make that value profile seen. So let's just start with saying that everyone has value. There's nobody without value on the planet Earth. All of us have our unique value, and that is what we have to offer. But staying invisible means that those who need this value never see it, because we are unwilling to step out and show that value. Now, me sitting here talking to you on a video like this is highly, highly uncomfortable for me. And those are the things that I want you to take away from this video today. There are 3 things I want you to take away that will help you step into that space where you are being seen and help you move forward to land your overseas role. And number 1 is that discomfort. I can call it discomfort. I'm sitting here, I don't have a script, I'm not completely professional in what I'm doing and making these videos. I'm highly vulnerable. Every time I come to sit here, it takes me a couple of days to mark up the courage to come and sit here and make a video. I feel that discomfort. And that discomfort is the fear of being seen, the fear of being judged, the fear of potentially being rejected or criticized. I have that fear too. You might have that fear too. Now, it shows up because we're outside our comfort zone. We're doing something which we haven't tested before, or we might have a threshold wound for it in terms of having done it before and something happened and it wasn't very pleasurable or very, very nice. And we remember it, and the body remembers that. So for me, for instance, when I come and sit here, I have this tightness in my chest, my heart beats in my throat, I'm breathing more rapidly. That is that discomfort of the fear of being seen, being felt in the body. Now, this is the thing. It is absolutely normal. When I work with candidates in the Elite Career Mentor program, I get them to do their value profile, which consists of a style profile. They've got to talk about their work, and I get them to do resume videos. They've got to show up on a video like this, and yes, we write the scripts for them, but a majority of them never do it because of this discomfort, of this fear of being seen that sits below this discomfort. And I totally get it. I don't blame you for it, because it is really difficult for most people, not for everyone, but for most people. But I'm also saying this to you. For that reason, there is this huge advantage that you have above others, because they're not going to do this. So if you are the one who's going to be stepping out, letting yourself be seen, you don't have to be perfect. Employees are not looking for perfection, they're looking for value. So if you can display or demonstrate your value while you're doing the stepping out, displaying your star profile or speaking in a resume video, they see the things that they cannot see on a CV. And that is where you move ahead of your competitors. Yes, that is where you're stepping out and you're feeling the discomfort, but you're also moving out of that comfort zone and you're being seen, and you kill that invisibility. So that's number one thing. The discomfort is normal. And if you can overcome that in a slight way, just maybe by doing a star profile or a resume video or both, you're literally going to move light years ahead of everyone else and be seen. I will put up some of those testimonials or instances or stories of people who have done this and it worked for them and how it worked for them. I'll put it up on the screen here while I'm talking so you can see how much of a difference it made for them the moment that they found the confidence just to take that first step. And of course, in the Elite Career Mentor program, I work intensively one-on-one with people in this, not just about doing the things that they need to do to step out, but also this layer below the surface, the fear of being seen and how to overcome it, because it just comes from doubt and limiting beliefs, and we work on that too. So that was number one, the discomfort. Number two is that we usually, well, in the culture that I come from, we are taught or brought up to believe that we shouldn't be bragging. And this is the one thing I hear most of the time from people, from candidates when I work with them, getting their star profile up so that it can be seen by potential overseas employers or whoever they're showing their work for. And it takes them forever to get those star examples up. And I'm always asking why. Why are you afraid of putting it up? And they say it feels like bragging. Now, this is a limiting belief, pure and center, period. There's no other way to put it. And a limiting belief comes from our conditioning, maybe the culture we've grown up in, maybe the way that we have been taught, maybe some things that has happened to us and conditioned us to believe that if we talk about ourselves or our work or letting our work speak for us, we are bragging. There's nothing further from the truth. Now, if I send you my CV every time, if you wanted to work with me, would you be convinced by it? No. You wanted to see me speaking, the body language, the way that I am, the way that my character is, my personality, my interpersonal skills, my communication skills, the way that I work with people before you would trust me. And that is the same thing that happens between you and your potential overseas employers. CVs can be made by AI these days. You've got to do these other things to win that trust. And those other things are to speak and talk about your work, but let your work speak for you. How can it be bragging if you own it? It is your work. It's not someone else's work. It's not someone else doesn't hold the right over it. You hold all the rights over it. Now, just a point of clarification here. We're not talking in star examples about certifications and qualifications and those kind of achievements. That is not, how can I put this? That's not your value. That is not your work, right? Anyone can put those things behind their names, and that's where the differentiation comes from. Your certifications, your qualifications, and your status or your title or your years of experience, that is not your value. Your value is what you have done with those things, and that is your work. And what I'm asking you to do is to let your work speak for you, and that is not bragging. So if you are brave enough, put that work in star examples and put it up on your profile, and you will immediately rise above those who just have the generic things there, like CVs, certifications, qualifications, etc. If you don't know how to do a star profile, in that 7-day career positioning course that I'm leaving the link below here for you, I go through all of that. It's a fairly in-depth course. It is free. You are welcome to grab that and go through and see how to put up your star examples and let your work speak for you. Let it tell the story of what you're capable of. So that was number 2. Number 3 is something that touches on the metaphysical maybe, but it is a factor of why you are here. Now, if you hide your work, you don't do justice to your purpose on earth. And I completely believe that. I am a spiritual person. I do believe in God. I do believe in a higher purpose. I do believe in a higher being. I'm part of that higher being, and I have absolutely no qualms in saying that and portraying that. And part of what I believe is that we have been put here for a reason, for a purpose. What I do here is fulfilling my purpose. And it's not always supposed to be easy, but it is your work. It's your duty. And if you hide that work, you are withholding that gift that you have been given to give. A gift is something to give away. You're withholding that work and the value that it brings to other people and making this world a better place from the world and from other people. So your value does not just belong to you. You're supposed to take that, solve problems, make the world a better place, help others. Whatever you do, whether you're an electrician or an accountant or an engineer or a builder, whatever you do, your piece of work is absolutely unique to you, but it also serves a purpose in your life and in others' lives. And if you hide it behind a mediocre CV that has words on it that can never ever put that into words or demonstrate it, you are neglecting your duty and your purpose on earth. So for that reason, don't be shy to speak about your work, to speak about things that you have accomplished, that you are proud of, because those are the things that are there that someone else might just need to help them move forward. This video might be just the thing for someone to go, oh my goodness, I can actually speak about my work. That is not bragging. It's okay to feel discomfort, then putting their things out there and getting seen by an employer, whether it's overseas or local, or being picked up by someone who needs their work while they're unemployed. This has happened so many times. I've had so many people say, I'm unemployed, I've been unemployed for 6 months, and I'm like, well, why don't you show your work out there? There might be people who, or clients or customers who might want your services even though you're not employed, so working for yourself. This has happened so many times that people have made a business or an interim work in terms of just being able to put their work out there. So don't hide it. Do not hide it, because it actually helps someone. So this comes back to your value. Your value is not showing your credentials and your qualifications. Your value is in how you solve those problems, how you come up with solutions, how you complete projects, how you implement things, how you improve things, how you help people, how you collaborate. I can come up with a long list of things that you can talk about, and you can come up with that long list of things too. You can put all of those things in a star profile. Again, the link to how to do that is in the course below this video. But that is the way that you step out, you show your work, you show your value that you already possess. It's already there. Everyone has that value, but you make it visible without fear of being seen. And that makes you, I want to use the word special, because rarely anyone does that. We are all so conditioned to hide behind a mediocre CV, which can never do that, and it's becoming less and less effective in today's world for various reasons. So do not hide your work. Don't be afraid to put it out there, to speak for it and let it speak for you, but also use it to be seen, to open up that next level, that visibility that will potentially bring that new job offer to you, or that opportunity. So don't be afraid to do that. I hope this video was helpful for you, and if you want to know more about the visibility strategies that I work with in the Elite Career Mentor Program one-on-one with candidates, watch this video here. I talk about those visibility strategies, or some of them there. And if you want to work one-on-one with me, there is also a link below this video where you can go through and you can apply to work with me one-on-one, we will go deep into how to let your value be seen. Take care.